Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here doing a new gunpla review. In today's episode, we are covering the Master Grade Wing Gundam Zero, or as I'm going to keep calling it, the Wing Zero. That's how it was on the Tsunami run, and how I'm going to stick with it. So, I got this from my mom, who got it when she was on her vacation, which is awesome. And it was either toss up between this or the Verka, and I went with this. With that being said, this is a really nice build until you get to the wings, then it gets overly complicated. The rest of the build, just simple, straight to the point. Wings, somewhat convoluted, but hey, it is what it is. If you want one for yourself, I believe our friends at Galactic Toys has one, so pick one up, get it before the holiday blitz begins, when, we all have to start saving money for the holidays. So with that being said, let's get into the review of my fourth favorite mobile suit for the franchise, from the Gundam Wing franchise, give or take. Okay, this is everything that comes in box, minusing a few things because they can't fit on camera right now. I'll get to them in a second. We get, obviously, the Gundam itself. 2 beam effects for the 2 beam sabers in the wings. Obviously, you can't have the Wing Zero without the Buster Rifle. The actually tiny sticker sheet, because these are for the chest camera, the eyes, these are for the Buster Rifle scopes. Pretty much anything that was green on this thing came from this. Like head camera, back of the head camera, green for the V-fin, off the top of my head at least. Well, yeah, I use all the stickers on this dude. Okay, so the other stuff that... Obviously, you can see the decals back here. I believe these are water slide decals. You get a stand, which, again, I am a hero and proponent of. Like, if you're going to give me a giant mobile suit, just give me a stand to go with it. And you do get extra pieces. So, basically, if you want gray hands, I think you can actually build the gray hands, because you have all the parts for it. The fingers, the index fingers, the thumbs, the whole hand unit. Yeah, you can actually build it. And I guess you can throw the white hands on it, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this comes from the Verka, surprisingly, so I'm not sure if you can see it. But yeah, this has come from a Verka of sorts, so I'm not sure if it comes from the Wing Zero Verka or just a random model. I'm not sure. I cannot translate the kanji well, so it is what it is. Alright, so the Gundam itself. So, my faults are these things, the feathers on the bottom, aren't really held in by anything, except friction. That's it. They're rubber, much like polycaps, so they're held in by friction. At least the polycaps are held in by the, joints and how you build it. But yeah, these things are held in by friction and hope, because it's so easy for these feathers to pop off. And it's super annoying. Let's see, do we get 360 with the head? Also, as you can see, look at that nasty seam line right down there. No matter how many, you gotta be careful with that, because it, could split the skull. Also, the mouth sculpt right here is incredibly loose, as you can clearly see. I don't know why, it just is. I don't know if it's just mine or all Master Grade Wing Zeros are like that. Leg all the way up. Look at that knee bend. Glorious. Ab crunch. Also awesome. These things are slightly loose because, the whole transformation gimmick, but it is what it is. Arm bend. That's not a great arm bend, especially for a Master Grade. We do go foot bend, so that's always good. And this part moves, which is also good. And of course, we get the splits. So that's always good. Downside, as you can clearly see, we have the old school Master Grade hands, which just means that this will not hold well into the hand. But the point is, you're supposed to put it in the hand. Wow, that arm just popped off, and so did a chunk of the wing. Hence why it's that overly complicated mess. Oy. Hold on, let's fix this and I'll get to the rest of the review. Okay, I'm back. I fixed the wing. Now I'll show you, since the hand popped off, why these are... I'm kind of glad they phased these kind of hands out. Yeah, that's the best grip you're going to get. So if you want this to hold onto it permanently, you're going to have to glue this thing into the hand. It's kind of redundant. And you just pop it on. Try not to break the thing. There we go. On back in. Okay, I got scared for a second. Thought something popped off. Okay. And since I have these as pointers, as you can see right here, those are the beam sabers. You get one in each wing, and they just kind of sit there. Technically, it's supposed to be the piece right here is supposed to be sticking forward, but it constantly rotates. So, yeah. There you go. And it still rotates, so, yeah, no. So, yeah, there you go. So, let's get to the summary and wrap up this review. Okay, so the Master Grade Wing Zero, would I recommend it? Yes and no. Yes, if you're a completionist. Yes, if you like the Wing Zero. Yes, if you like Gundam Wing. No, if you like Master Grades that can actually hold their weapons. Because this thing cannot hold its own beam rifle or its beam sabers. Yes, you'll get decent posing out of it. And yes, you do have that wing shield transformation gimmick in it. And yes, you do get a stand, which is always a plus to me. But aside from that, like, I don't know, maybe because it's an older Master Grade, it has some obvious flaws. But to me, it's a 50-50 split. If you're a completionist or a gunpla collector, then get it. If you're not, and you don't want it, then don't. Save your money. But that's just my opinion. You know, take that for what it's worth. I personally enjoy this kit. It was a okay build. The wings were a pain, though. And got to be careful. There is a small piece while building in the wings that if you lose, you can still build the wings. Obviously, I did. But I lost one of the inner pieces into this wing, and that's probably why this part fell off. But, again, that's just what happened to me. Next week's episode is on, I have no idea. I have a bunch of gunpla to go through. I wanted to do this because I haven't done a Master Grade in like forever. So I figured treat myself and you guys to a Master Grade episode. But yeah, I still have the rest of the Bandai Premium evolved version of the Project Meteor crew. You know, Ultron, Heavy Arms Custom, Sandrock Custom. I have the HD Nadia, the SD Ariel, the Real Grade Shining. Those are just the more recent build models I ordered. We still have a bunch of the older models I've ordered that are just sitting there in my backlog. So yeah, we have a bit of a pile to go through for the next episode. I haven't decided what I'm building, but it's going to be something. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here from the beginning, thank you for being around for so long. You're awesome. And if you're new to the channel, also you are also awesome. If you want to support the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. All of that helps. If you want to help me directly, please use the links down below. All of that helps. Remember, Galactic Toys is good for like 24 hours. So if you know what you want, click that link. Help your boy out. Yeah, order one of my books. Again, help a homie out. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And yeah, Have a nice weekend, have a great day, and have a great week.